Yo, what is up, my Shadow Army? So decided Shadow Critias back again with another Devilman video. So yes, today I'm bringing you guys another what if discussion video, and finally I actually could do this video for once. I've been put this on hold for the past about a year or two now. Damn. And before I continue on, shout out to this thumbnail that was made by Crown Fiend, who made this thumbnail about a year or two ago. And yeah, this what if scenario that I was about to do a way back, but I just didn't have the story or idea how I want this to go. Plus, I did not want this thumbnail to be a waste, so I decided to go ahead and do this as a discussion instead. And that is, what if Akira Fudo from Devilman was Spawn from the Spawn comics? And you guys should know that both Akira Fudo, aka Devilman, and Al Simmons, aka Spawn, are my two favorite anti-heroes, both anime and comics. And man, there was so many things I really want to tell the story, but it gets really complicated on how I want the story to play out. Like, okay, how this will play out is Akira Fudo's gonna get killed because of Rio, or he actually gets the actual Lita 7 House of K, where, if I remember correctly, there was a comic where a American soldier, a white guy, in the hospital that he was about to be almost died until the Lita 7 House of K actually saved his ass, gave him the ability to become the new Hellspawn. So this was pain in the ass to choose, but let's say Akira Fudo does get killed in the established party, and he does come back after he made a deal with Malbolgia. But before that happened, he does get, when Akira Fudo gets the Lita 7 House of K, the symbiote suit or whatever, he gets saved by Al Simmons, and he gets saved by Al Simmons. Then he learns that he's been dead for the past 2 years in this scenario here, and since now he's escaped hell, he's gonna have a bunch of enemies on his ass. Not just hell, but also heaven, because he's a rogue soul or something like that. And or I could go the approach where Akira Fudo gets possessed by having, he still have his human body, but the Lita 7 House of K actually comes to him, and he does have the Hellspawn abilities. So basically, instead of getting possessed at Amon, he gets the Hellspawn abilities and the suit of it. So this will shock Rio, and this will change drastically of his plan. But it's hard to say how I want this story to go, honestly. So there's two scenarios. Oh yeah, I just realized something. In this scenario here, in the comic, where Spawn fought both Satan and God, in this scenario, Rio is gonna be Lucifer, because, well, Lucifer is the fallen angel that got sent to hell. So in this scenario, Rio is gonna be Satan, because God and Satan got sealed away after the fight with Spawn, and the Mother Nature itself sealed her children, and never been seen again. So it would not make sense to have Satan free and be an angel, no. So I decided to change the idea, having Rio be a Lucifer, a fallen angel, instead. So let's say in one of these scenarios that Al Simmons tells Akira not to trust this Rio guy that he's been friends with, because he will lay down of his history that he fought tons of monsters and demons and angels in his life, And he even tells him that he fought God and Satan, and which he thinks he's full of shit, that there's no way in hell, and he's not lying. He never fucking lies on that. And and I think Akira would be wondering, wait, why doesn't mean he cannot trust Rio or anything like that? And he tells him that your friend Rio is a fallen angel known as Lucifer. Even he doesn't know about that yet. Doesn't know who he truly is yet. So basically, Akira Fudo has been friends with a fallen angel, even though he doesn't realize it. And Akira Fudo still wants to seek help for the people, still believe there is hope for humanity. But Spawn tells, forget about the humanity nonsense. They really don't care. I have seen it firsthand that even humanity have their own dark side. Everyone has their own dark side. Even the good people. So, it's basically saying that saving humanity would be pointless. Like we saw in the actual Devilman Crybaby, where the people that he sworn to protect just spit him in the face, and that humanity are not worth the save. So yeah, and plus I think Akira would have to be forced to stay away the people that he cared and loved, because that people thought he's dead and they want him to believe that he's dead. And I think Spawn will train Akira how to fight hand-to-hand combat, like he's been trained in the military, learn how to use his magic abilities, and learn how to use weapons, since Akira is now free from the chain of Malbolgia, now a rogue soul or something like that. And I think Akira Fudo would be more fan of using magic, his powers, than actual guns in a way. And then it makes you wondering, since Akira is now the Hellspawn, who's gonna be the Devilman? I had this two scenario: Miki Makamura or Miko or Miki Corona be the Devilman or Devil Lady. I would say, and the original, here's the thing: the original ship I was gonna go with, it was gonna be Miko and make her be the Devil Lady, but I was like, nah, I think Miki would make a lot more sense, because she did become a Devilman in the one of the manga, from the Grimoire manga. In this scenario, she will get possessed by Amon and became a Devil Lady instead. And this is something that I mentioned from the first scenario, where Akira gets killed and gets saved by Al Simmons in Hell. In this scenario, I can see Miki would hate Rio, not trust him fully, but doesn't trust Rio, hating him for getting Akira killed, but she's willing to listen to him, what he has to say, and this and that. She will again becoming the devil, not giving up her human heart or whatever, but it does happen in a way that she still contains her human heart, but she has a devil body. And the second scenario, where Akira lives and gets possessed by the symbiotic suit, and in this scenario it will be Miko will become the Devil Lady instead. So I can see either want to be a thing to be a ship, and the question is, who's going to be the Redeemer? Taro. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of this, that Taro would be a Redeemer. The only way that he could be killed, the only way he become the Redeemer, is if he died in a car accident, or that he gets killed like the original actual manga, like the actual manga of Devilman. So I can see either one of those scenarios, and he becomes a Redeemer, Because in the comic, there was a small boy do get killed and do become a redeemer as an adult form, basically. So that actually could happen. So basically, we have Akira Fudo as Spawn, Miki or Miko as a Devilman Lady. You have Rio as Lucifer instead of Satan, and we have Taro as the Redeemer. So you have those people in this scenario. And the story would be more tragic in a way, but in this scenario, Miki and Miko would be alive, depends on the scenario. So basically, Miko would be dead if Miki became a devil lady. If Miko became a devil lady, Miki will die. But Taro, he will live, but he will get killed by Lucifer. And I can see Miko or Miki would be killed by Lucifer. And Lucifer will be killed by Akira, and Akira will live. Unless Miki doesn't get killed. Because the only way I can think is that Aki and Miki live and everything basically changed how it was, and everything kind of go back to normal, but not really, because they both will have a target on their back, being a hellspawn and a devil in a way. So I can see like the happy ending between Aki and Miki, like the scene from they're riding motorcycle together from the episode 9 credits. I can see that. The only major death is gonna be Aki's parents, Miki's parents, Miko, Taro, Wamo and his gang, Koda, Cyrene, those characters, and Rio/Lucifer. Or, it depends how the story goes, Miki or Miko gets killed and Akira is left alive. So I can see this type of scenario would be very difficult and complicated on how the story would play out. But this was the difficult one for me. That's why I had it on hold for the past year or two, because I couldn't think on how I want this story to go or play out for if Akira Fudo became Spawn, because Spawn is fucking overpowered as fuck in the comics, and the world in the Spawn universe is fucking huge. That's why it's fucking complicated for me. Even though I never read the comics, I just know how powerful that Spawn is, really fucking is. He's overbroken. He's fucking OP, for fuck's sake. And if you ask me how strong the Akira Fudo would be if he was Spawn, not even close. Not even close, but not really in Al Simmons' Spawn strength. He's nowhere near, but close. I would say hand-to-hand combat and weapon expert, Al Simmons has that fucking edge. But magic abilities and his Spawn abilities, I would say close, but Al actually would win against Akira Fudo if he was Spawn. So yeah. So Akira Fudo is not gonna be straight up freaking stronger than Al Simmons. No, he's gonna get his ass whooped badly by Al as a whole. So yeah, and I can see that y'all can see how difficult this was for me on how I want this to play out. So yeah, this was pain in the ass to how I want this scenario to be play out as a whole, and why this was put on hold. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Tell me what you guys think. How would you guys think if Akira Fudo became a Spawn from the Spawn comic. And let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media will be down below. Sketchpad, you guys know Joe. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Before try to Critias. I'll see you guys later.